Welcome back to Headline Country. I'm Stormy Warren. Well, what do you get when you combine the mountains of eastern Kentucky, music, and all-terrain vehicles? Well, though a muddy mess is a perfectly valid response, the answer we're looking for is a lot of money raised for kids in need. Rising duo Halfway to Hazard recruited their pals Tim McGraw, Dierks Bentley, and others to help out with their second annual H2H Trail Ride. Outside of their hometowns in eastern Kentucky, the talented duo known as Halfway to Hazard is still trying to make a name for themselves. But here, deep in the mountains of the Bluegrass State, Chad Warricks and David Tolliver are superstars.
Look at this. They've told me about it for 3 years. I would have never imagined something like this. I've never imagined that Chad and Dave could pull off something like this.
For the second year in a row, Chad and David converted a friend's farm into a sprawling festival ground. The two-day music and off-road event has one simple purpose.
This is a very important event to us because it's a charity that's right here in the area where David and I are from, and we wanted to give back to the same community that's been so supportive for Halfway to Hazard.
The event, known as the H2H Trail Ride, combines this corner of the country's two biggest passions, music and mud.
I grew up on a 500-acre farm. Chad did too. We rode ATVs all growing up, man, and it was like, let's do something a little different. Let's ride ATVs. This is us.
The trail ride begins like a 4th of July parade, meandering through the small communities nestled in the seemingly endless string of valleys. Then comes the fun part. At least for me, I was driving. My cameraman Brett, on the other hand, well, he didn't quite have as good of a time.
For the sake of this charity that's going on, we're going to get muddy.
So I get to ride and sing, do two things that I love, so yeah, it's great.
Back on the farm, the log cabin stage built specifically for the event welcomes some of Chad and David's best friends in the music business. Some of them also just happen to be the biggest names in the country music business. Tim McGraw's rock star entrance by way of helicopter was hard to miss.
These people know these guys, and they hear what they're able to do and how they want to give back and how proud they are to be from here. And that's one thing that strikes me about the Halfway to Hazard boys. They're very proud of where they came from.
Me personally, they've been part of our Miles of Music event back in Nashville, our charity motorcycle riding concert for the last 3 years. And every time I ask them, they jump at it. So when they asked me to do this, I really didn't have a choice. Just kidding. Didn't even have to think twice about it. Helping kids out, helping and hanging out with some friends. And I'm really impressed. I had no idea what to expect when I got here, and to see this big of a crowd, and to know these guys that built this whole thing up, just sweat and determination and a love of music and a love of kids. It's really cool to be part of it.
Be your best friend, tell the truth, and overuse I love you.
It's doubled or tripled since last year, so it's just anything I can do to come help out my friends is a great thing.
Not only are the Halfway to Hazard guys helping to raise money for their hometown, they're also raising awareness for an entire area of the U.S. hardest hit by the struggling economy.
This is an area of the country who presidents and presidential candidates have come to fight the war on poverty. And really, they failed because they haven't taken advantage of what's here, the local assets. And these two guys, Halfway to Hazard, understand that.
The community here really loves them and appreciates everything that they do. And this is the second year, and I can see this event going on many, many years from now.
It's a testament to their character, who they are, and how much they love their community, how much they've given back to their community, and how much their community appreciates that. And it's pulling for those guys to continue on with their career.
The event raised over $200,000 for a children's home near Crockettsville, Kentucky. Halfway to Hazard's new single, I Know Where Heaven Is currently climbing the charts. As for their mentor, Tim McGraw, while we had him held captive on camera, we decided to get a little update on his acting career. He just wrapped up filming another football movie, this one with Sandra Bullock, called The Blind Side.
It's a great story, just a great human story. I mean, football's great in it too, but you don't have to like football at all to really appreciate a story like this. A kid who really was given an opportunity and made something of it.
Cool. And your role?
I play his adoptive father, and Sandra Bullock plays his adoptive mother, and it was a lot of fun.
And acting still just as comfortable?
It's, you know, as comfortable as it can be. You don't want it to be too comfortable. You got to have some edge in there. You know, you don't want anything to be too comfortable.
The movie, based on a true story, hits theaters November 20th. We'll be right back. Still to come, we'll take you to the sets of some of today's hottest new music videos.